Hello guys, this is Madhu Chalin. Welcome back to the blockchain tutorial using Hyperledger Fabric. Today we are going to discuss about the client application which has been developed in React.js framework. Let me open the solution. This is the client application built in React.js. Here inside this components folder, these are the components corresponding to each user interface. These components are generating the HTML tags dynamically. The entry point of this application is app.js. So let me first run this application so that you can have a better understanding of what is there in the user interface, what are all the main functionalities which we have implemented. So let me start this application. Here you can see the user interface. This application is not fully functional now because we have not started the blockchain server component and the API, the Node.js API server application that also not running, and IPFS that's also not running. So this will not work. This is not a functional, but you can see the user interface. This button, user sign up, this is to register a new user, and here you can select the organization. In the production scenario you will not have this drop down, just use by default whichever organization you belongs to, you will be able to, that will be selected automatically, and there is no option to select other organizations. To mimic 4 organizations that is running under one local host, I have created this screen. This screen is to regenerate JWT because the token will be expired on the predefined time, so you have to generate the token. So for that the user has to be registered first. You can select the organization and then enter the email ID, then click on the generate token, that the token will be generated. This screen is created to add a new patient details, patient records. So here, since the blockchain is not running, you will not be able to see any records here. The patient records will be displayed here in this page. Now let me quickly go through these functions corresponding to each of those functionality. So first sign up, create user, that the create user function will call this API create user. This get token. So to regenerate the token we are using this function. Here it will call that validate user method, which we already have seen in that server API application. Fetch patient, here it will return all the patient information, this API call. So this is a get method. Here upload file. So the file which we are uploading to IPFS, that is happening here. So to create an IPFS client, you have to use this object IPFS HTTP client. Then you have to create this object IPFS client, passing the host, port and protocol. It is running in the local host. So basically, even if it is running on the local host, it will be connected to the public IPFS. I will show you that when we run that service. get patients, fetch public report. Here in the report, patient report, there are two parts. One is public and the other section there are public section, sorry, there are private section also. So it is that has been treated separately. So I will show you that when you call that method, how it is handled, how it is displayed on the screen. Here this function add patient is using this API call and passing the object, patient object. Add medical report. So here you have to, everywhere you can see inside that header you can see authorization. This property has been, the value has been set at bearer token. So yeah, I will show that when generating get token, here the token is stored in the local storage. It is not advised to store any sensitive information into local storage, but for simplicity I am storing this token into this local storage. But you should not use local storage for storing any sensitive data, because it is vulnerable to cross-site scripting attack. So that's all. And here React.js is a single page application, so routing has been handled here. Based on the route path, it will load dynamically, it will load the sections in HTML. The HTML will be rendered based on the route path. So different page which we are using, or different components which we are using to create HTML tags are here. So these are all specific to React.js. If you are not familiar with React.js, please go through that React.js tutorial and understand how it is working. Or you can use any other framework also, like Vue.js or AngularJS. Any framework you can use to develop the client application. So here the important part is here in this app.js, how to call the API, server side API, which is connected to the blockchain. That is important. So in all the framework, the API call is similar. So only difference is how it is displayed. The components which is created in different framework, it will be different. Otherwise the functionality wise or calling the API, it is same. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or any further clarification required, do let me know. I can help you. Thank you.